Yes, sir, it is pizza night, but we're not doing delivery. We're making pizza at home, skillet style. We've got all the ingredients on hand to make 2 delicious pizzas. And what's so nice about pizza is, just like when you order from anywhere else, you can customize it yourself at home. I'm gonna show you a really neat and easy way to do it. If you have kids or grandkids, pull them in, get them involved too, because this is gonna be an absolute hit in your house. Here's what you're gonna need. First, this is what I would call more the adult side of pizza, unless your kid has a sophisticated palate, the kids that you have around. I have some freshly made pesto, I have some fresh mozzarella cheese, and some lovely, just plucked from the vine garden tomatoes. They really weren't plucked from the vine. It just sounded good at the time to say that. I got them from the grocery store. But anyway, it is tomato season, so they're good. Anyway, back to the ingredients. We also have some tortilla shells. I got an entire pack of tortilla shells for like $2, so very inexpensive. Also, some fresh grated mozzarella cheese, some pepperoni, and also your basic pizza sauce. Now, I got a couple of little things to tell you about these sauces. The pesto and also the sauce. First of all, first thing, this isn't pizza sauce. This is a jar of spaghetti sauce. Same ingredients, same tasty stuff. It's a marinara. That's what goes on the pizza for the most part anyway. So if you have pasta sauce on hand, please do use that. This pesto, I made this fresh on one of our episodes. You can find that recipe. And also, I have a really cool tip for when you have leftover sauces or pesto, stews, broth that you might use in a stew. Check out that video also. We'll make sure we put up a link for that as well. So, some more for you to check out when you finish this video. In the meantime, let's get started. We're gonna do the kids' pizza first. Who doesn't like pepperoni and cheese? Everyone does, but I'm just saying kids because this is what's typically the most kid-friendly. Or you can just do cheese if you want. So we're gonna take our sauce that we have ready to go here. I'm gonna put it right in the middle, and just like they do in the pizza restaurants, if you've ever watched them do it, they kind of start in the middle and then they go around to the outside. When my kids do this, I have one kid that likes crust more than the other one. So the one that loves the edges only puts sauce like right about there. The one that doesn't like it puts the sauce out as far as she can so she doesn't really have much crust to waste. So that's why it's so fun to get kids involved, because they like to get all into it. All right, next up, we're gonna do our fresh mozzarella cheese. I can't stress enough how much kids love doing this. All right, and it's fun for the adults too. It's fun for a whole family thing, or if you get some friends together on a Friday night or Saturday night, crack open a couple bottles of wine. Yeah, I said a couple. And make your pizzas. And pepperoni. Let's say you're vegetarian and you don't eat pepperoni, well then go get some soy pepperoni. This isn't even pork. This is turkey pepperoni that I'm putting on mine today. All right? So, there's one pizza done. The next pizza, we have our, I called it the adult pizza, but kids would eat this and enjoy it too if they like pesto. Again, this is my homemade pesto recipe. I just threw everything in the blender and whipped it all together in probably less than a minute. It was so easy. All right, so there's our pesto. When I was thinking about what kind of toppings to put on here, I probably thought about 20 different things, but I ultimately settled on what I had on hand, which is what I like to do the best, and that is I had some fresh mozzarella cheese, so I'm just gonna break that up and put it on here. You could leave it whole if you want. It might give a little bit more of a wow factor, but either way, it's pretty and it's delicious. And then I have my tomatoes. Now what I did with these tomatoes, you can see they're pre-sliced, but what I did is I let them sit on some paper towels after I sliced them for about 10, 15 minutes. And then all that water that is inside of a tomato melted out, all right? So check it out. There's our pizza. 2 ways. Look how fast I did that. That was easily less than 2 minutes, And now we're gonna go over to the skillet. We're not even gonna put these in the oven. You can if you want to, but it's fun to go through the whole skillet process. All right, so I'm gonna just pick this up and carry it on over to our stove, and then we can get going. I turned it down to low, and now what I'm gonna do while it cooks, I'm just gonna cover this up. And what that's gonna do, just loosely covered with the foil, is that's gonna allow that cheese to melt on top, because in the skillet, obviously it's gonna heat from the bottom up, but I wanna make sure that the bottom doesn't burn and the top gets all melted, so that's the best way to get that done. The bottom of this is gonna get nice and bubbly, and it's gonna just be just crispy enough. If you like yours crispier, you can leave it on there a little longer. Less crispy, take it off a little sooner. It's that simple. And then after we do this one, we're gonna put on the pesto pizza that we put together, and then we're gonna give it a taste. Pizzas are done. Each one was in the skillet for about 3 to 4 minutes, and come down here. Let me show you the bottom of these. Look at this. Oh, isn't that perfect? Isn't that gorgeous? Look at this one. Perfection. That's the way a skillet pizza is supposed to look. That's what I think anyway, especially since it's my big bright idea to put them in there. All right, so you want to take it up a few levels. You can get some fresh cracked pepper, turn that pepper mill right on top, or you can use your parm reg like I like to do. All right. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. Next, we're gonna cut them up. You can use this guy. It's perfect, you probably have one, right? But I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna just pick up the whole thing and eat it with my face. I'm just gonna go like this and cut it this way. To me, it's just faster and it's easier. That's really delicious. Sometimes I even impress myself. I'm telling you. All right, please try this. Get your own toppings. You know what would really be good? Like some caramelized onions on there. Be so good. So good. Try this, get your tortillas. Oh, here's another tip too. When you get your tortillas, you get home, you make your pizzas, you have like 2 or 3 left, don't just let them sit in the pantry or in the bread box. Go to the video I have on saving dough with bread, I think is what it was called. I'll put a link up for it. And do the same thing with your tortillas. And then do the same thing with your sauce. And then you'll have another meal ready to go without spending any money because you took the steps ahead of time. All right, so skillet pizza, try it. You'll love it. Thanks for checking in with me today. Go on now, I gotta eat this. I'll see you next time.